2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin, the Clippers, for now at least.
There's been a transformation here in LA. There is no doubt about that. DA, thank you. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. And it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Harrell. And it's Beverly in at the 1. Rondo unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. A lot of people think Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the NBA right now. Kenny, what do you think?
It's hard to argue. He's in the heart of his prime. You know, he's dominant in both areas of the floor, offensively, defensively. And the one thing that he does is that he's not afraid of the big moment. The big moments have really, he's shined in over the last couple of years.
Greg, you and I saw that firsthand.
The guy's growth as a player and comfort level in those crunch moments really has been off the charts.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. It's a 5-point game. Outside Rondo from the arc. The shot, no good. Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Leonard with no one around. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Picture perfect mechanics. There's nothing about Leonard's game that hasn't been refined.
Shoots. And that one hits back iron. The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Out left to the wing. Beverly wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
With the growth of the G League, guys, some have predicted the NBA will eventually expand the draft to more than 2 rounds. Or more players NBA ready. Good or bad, Kenny?
Well, it's funny because the Players Association would say they don't want it to expand.
Exactly.
They want it to be because they want guys to have the choice to choose where they want to go.
Right.
I think 3 rounds is necessary now. There's too many basketball players overseas now that are infiltrated into the system to give an opportunity. I think 3 rounds is necessary.
And the other reason why I think I agree is because back in the day, the second round wasn't guaranteed.
Yeah.
Now, basically, you all get guaranteed contracts in the second round. And so I think now you push that to the 3rd round, and you make that the make-good round.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And the technical free throw is good.
Everywhere Leonard goes, he sets the tone with his focus and toughness, and his teammates follow suit.
And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Another shot, Howard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Proving he can be crafty. Howard takes pride in fooling defenders and getting them to jump.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on that one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. So he comes up empty at the line.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
Kenny, your career saw the expansion of the NBA as the league added several new teams. How did expansion change the league and change for the players when you were on the floor?
Well, probably Greg can answer this better because he had to move out of the country when expansion came in. With the Vancouver. So how did that feel?
I miss
leaving the
Vancouver.
country, not just leaving the state, but leaving the country.
And that's the point. It is different. Like, I mean, obviously it's still North America, and Canada's very close to us culturally, but it's still different. And the other big part was, you know, they knew about basketball, but it wasn't a part of their fabric. So a lot of times you were trying to educate fans to help them, have interest in the game. So it was different, and especially growing up as a kid. I never dreamt of playing in Vancouver for the Grizzlies. That never really entered into the equation.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
Offensive rebound, McGee. And just miss after miss right now.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
LeBron with it. George picks him up, and the shot goes down.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Landry Shamet comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. The Lakers also changing it up. Markieff Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Zubac. Here's Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. You ask around, more and more team trainers focused on the importance of sleep for peak performance. Is that something that you ever paid attention to, Kenny, when you were playing?
Yes. I never played an NBA game. Very few without taking a nap on game.
But how about like a night's sleep? Would you say I got to get 7 hours? I got to get 8 hours?
I would say my thing was I would set my timer for 12:30 a.m. to make sure that I'm in bed by 12:30. So that would be my alarm clock, not to wake up, but to go to bed by that.
Greg?
Yeah, my nap was more important than my night of sleep. Because also back there, we travel, like after games, a lot of times you didn't get to the next city to 2, 3 in the morning, and you're still wired up. So, like, that nap, man, was vital. Vital.
Here's Jackson, following the basket by Markieff Morris. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 8.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Morris. 3T that time from Leonard.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Count that one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
Oh, Leonard in position. He can't get it to go. Lakers trailed by 19. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. Williams against Caldwell Pope.
2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. The Clippers rebound. And he makes good on the layup.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
For me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch, but also compete.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Kyle Kuzma. Morris is out there with Howard. And it's Green, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the point guard.
That's just outstanding. Sometimes you are helpless trying to stop D. Howard inside from scoring. I mean, even when you foul him, and foul him hard.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. And the Lakers also making a change. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Caldwell Pope. For the players, NBA contracts are guaranteed, but we also see performance incentives. I'm sure that's got to be a motivator, right, with those incentives in that contract.
If that motivates you to play, then something's wrong with you, an incentive.
Because you should love it.
Because the guaranteedness of being there and the wanting to win should motivate you more than anything else.
And honestly, like, most guys, and this sounds crazy, but they don't really know all the language in the contract. They just know it's got a G at the end of it. It's guaranteed. Because, like, you really don't think about that stuff, and you sure as heck don't think about it in the heat of the battle.
For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Davis is checked in, and on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Rondo, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Kenny, when you first came into the NBA, your coach was one of the all-time greats. Bill Russell in Sacramento, coaching that time the Kings. Was it intimidating for you at all?
Yes. It wasn't intimidating because of his basketball stature. I was more intimidated because of his social consciousness stature, of who he was as, knowing Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, and that I was like, whoa. He was telling me stories so casually. So, Martin and I, like Martin Luther King.
Lawrence?
He's like, Malcolm and I, Malcolm in the middle? No, Malcolm X. I'm like, wow. That blew my mind.
He gets that one. Davis has got his third bucket of the night.
Okay, look how competitive Davis gets for the board. He knows how valuable second shots are.
Now the pass to Harrell. Back to Williams. Nobody near George. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Guys, the game nowadays more open, more freedom of movement. Kenny, do you like where the game seems to be headed?
Yeah, as a fan, I like it. And if I was a player, I would like it. Because of my style of play, I can imagine a lot of players in my era wouldn't like it. But a lot more fun to watch, a lot of flow to the game.
The thing I like about it is you have to be more skilled in the game today. Because you can't just grab and hold and beat people up today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like your Knicks teams.
Yeah, exactly. We would have struggled today. We would have struggled.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's LeBron in for Kyle Kuzma. Shoots from the high post, and he hits the jumper for 2. George has got 6 points.
This guy has a high basketball IQ. Paul George understands what a good screen can do and uses it to perfection.
Here's Rondo, and it's in there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now George, he's got 6. Floats it up there for Harrell. An emphatic LU jam.
We know George can beat you with the pass, has great vision and great court sense.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. And it's Green missing.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
2 points. That one goes.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. McGee. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Puts up a 3. He can't get that one to fall.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
McGee, the pass to LeBron, over George, and James gets it to go on the assist by McGee. And Kenny, great to have you on the show as always. You've got to come back soon. Promise us you'll come back soon.
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
I am not. There's more food down here. It's friendly about here. It's more room, man. I can't wait to be here.
A little
More air, everything, man. Everything's more down here.
And C-Web, what can you say? Kenny Smith never one to pull any punches when he's talking about basketball. Or anything, for that matter.
Yeah, definitely. And he was such an integral piece to those Hakeem Olajuwon championship teams there in Houston.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. The Lakers also making some changes. Markieff Morris comes in for Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Rajon Rondo. Caldwell Pope the bounce pass. Paul George with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one, and James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Green. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
Lakers have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And the Lakers with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Takes it from 10. McGee's shot is off. Pass to George. Launches it. Here's Leonard. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
And through the first half, thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. And joining us once again after his valiant attempt at live action analysis, it's Kenny Smith. And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
They've got Harrell. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Here's Davis, and the Lakers with another miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Here's Bradley. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Lakers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
They get a hand on it. Outside, Davis. Over Beverly. And Davis can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. George with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Morris with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the middle, here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates. Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Bradley can't get it to go. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well-suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
He gets it to him off the bounce pass and gets the assist.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Williams comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bradley.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
The Clippers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
And the Clippers making a change here. Shamet's checked in. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The Lakers on offense. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Lou Williams.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
And just a fluid offensive talent with really a knack for getting to his spots. Williams so hard to keep up with.
Here's Green. That one's off, still out of sync. The Clippers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
The Clippers have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Howard with the steal. Williams against Rondo. And the Lakers turn it over again. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answer.
Over in the corner, Green. 35 seconds left in the third. Howard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Howard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
It's Jackson with the drive, and it's good. 2 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Morris kicks to Kuzma. Shoots over Shamet. Rebound by the Clippers. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Here's Cook. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. The Clippers on top, running away with this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, you see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Markieff Morris. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Cook in at the guard position. Good on the bucket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Yeah, what was that? Did he forget about? Very strange.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Throws it up high. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. On offense, here are the Clippers. It's been 10 unanswered points. Morris with the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by Morris.
Backcourt violation.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
A different look for the Clippers. JaMychal Green comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Georgia subbed in for Morris. The Lakers also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Alex Caruso comes in for Dion Waiters. And Bradley's subbed in for Quinn Cook.
And providing the support, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Clippers.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
In the second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Patrick Beverly. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Green kicks to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Lakers shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Davis, that's for two. George with the defensive effort. Here now, the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run. Jackson with the bounce pass. Fades. And it's George missing. Morris looking over the floor.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also with a sub. Waiters is checked in. On the wing, Green. The shot's good on the assist by George.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Waiters no luck, but they get it back. The Clippers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Pass to Shamet. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. Morris, left side, the 10-footer. The second effort. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Oh, the defender plays tough, but Davis is tougher. Plays through the contact with authority.
It's George on the wing. Fires it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Shamet finds Beverly. Back to Shamet. Outside, George. Passes it to Green. Here's Cabangeli. So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, the play of the reserves was great tonight. What does that say about this team?
You know, that's what's great about us. We have a great bench coming in right behind us, picking up the tempo and playing great and playing great defense as well.
Well, it was a team effort tonight that got you the victory, man. I appreciate your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Too clean for the laundry mat, starter pack. I'm the quarterback. I'm fresh. All of that. For real. I just copped the phone, got it blacked out. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. I just hit the blew a couple bands. Yeah, look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. Can't take it with me where I'm going. Mine's will blow it. Look at what I did to it. Look at what I did to it. I just put the in the life. Yeah, look at what I did to it. For real. Look, I got it rolling though. I got the pull up in foreign though. I know she going though. I know. Yeah.